One, two. Greetings, family. Welcome to Live with Chatufa. Wherever you are watching us from, we continue to give you updates of what is happening in the nation. It is very exciting what we are seeing happening right inside ZANU-PF as more and more tensions are rising within the party. We have seen Chris Mutsvangwa coming out, speaking out against the demonstrators, threatening the Zimbabwean citizens against demonstration, and saying quite a lot of very disheartening things that has caused many Zimbabwean people to react to him and question quite a lot of things against him. So as we speak, Chris Mutsvangwa has been challenged to prove his war veteranship claims. And it seems he still wants to remain mum over this issue, although many people are talking about this. And it has not been a new issue that we are hearing today, where many people are challenging, including those that are in ZANU-PF and, of course, ex-ZANU-PF members, not forgetting those that are also fought in the war. These are people that continue to question Mutsvangwa's war credentials. But it seems Mutsvangwa has not been willing to really come out and prove beyond reasonable doubt that indeed he is a war veteran. So it's becoming very, very interesting how Mutsvangwa would dodge this very subject. And one would want to ask why he is dodging that very subject. So the children of the war veterans have also indicated that Chris Mutsvangwa exposed he is not a genuine war veteran. He was known as a thief during the war. Beside him, there are so many other fake war veterans today who masquerade as liberation heroes. Let's name and shame them. Right, so this is what it is. And even the last time we've had people like Kasukwere coming out and also speaking against Chris Mutsvangwa, calling him bogus, calling him fake, and also asking him to share some kind of evidence that shows that indeed he was a war veteran. And this has been one of the photos that was circulating. And this photo has faces of many of the war veterans that are known in Zimbabwe that have passed away. And Mutsvangwa is said to be nowhere near these photos. You don't even know or see anywhere that Chris Mutsvangwa comes out as one of the people that really participated in the war. And indeed, it is true. I don't remember any photo of Chris Mutsvangwa holding a gun or maybe in the bush somewhere or at the assembly points, whatever it is, anything, or standing with those that maybe have passed away long back in the early 80s or even during that war. We don't have such kind of information. And if Mutsvangwa is telling the truth about his war veteranship, I don't think that it can be a problem for him to share that kind of information. We've seen many people, Opam Shinguri, we've seen Joyce Mujuru, we have seen quite a lot of other people that are surrounding, even Mnangagwa himself, somewhere with the Mugabe standing during the time of the old times in the war. So a man like him to come out and, just don't have anything that he can prove that indeed he is a war veteran, it remains very questionable. I think Chris Mutsvangwa is also suffering the same case with Victor Matemadanda. Matemadanda was also having this very challenge where he is being challenged over the issue of whether indeed he is a war veteran or not. And we haven't seen him proving that indeed he was a war veteran. I still remember during the other time that the issues of whether people were genuine war veterans or not was becoming a big problem. We saw quite a lot of ZANU-PF people trying to prove that they are the way or are indeed war veterans, and some producing photos and things like that. While, of course, we know that there are many that have remained quiet. And those are the ones that are said to be bogus. And there are quite a lot that are like that. So, Mutsvangwa, why people are beginning to challenge him like this, it is all because of his, overzealousness as a war veteran, and also his claims about how they suffered, how they fought so hard for the war, and he wants to use that as a license to oppress the Zimbabwean people, and also, to want to claim that they are tough guys, because they went through a very tough war, like what he said in the very last show, or very last conference that he had. So it's so surprising that the men who claim so much, we don't even have any kind of evidence that indeed he was a war veteran. So people are still challenging him, and we don't know whether Mutsvangwa at one point is going to come out and prove to the Zimbabwean people that indeed he is a war veteran. So if not, then it becomes a big problem. And I think there are some people that I think ZANU-PF people are used to that. If somebody starts their own lie, they can run with the lie, and ZANU-PF people will end up buying it. Just like what we have always been saying about Mnangagwa himself, who has also lied about himself being a lawyer, and yet there is no evidence up to this day that has ever been found about him being a true trained lawyer. But he claims that, and he says it over and over again, and he doesn't want to prove it. And this remains, a thing that's just being spoken in ZANU-PF circles, and they end up accepting the lie as the truth. So this is what it is. We are so excited to see what is going to be happening. There's quite a lot of battles that are happening between people like Kasukwere, people like Walter Mzembi, and also some other people that are in ZANU-PF who are coming after Chris Mutsvangwa. They are gunning down for him. They just don't want to see him continue to speak the way that he does. So him being him, Mutsvangwa being Mutsvangwa, we know he is a man who tells himself that he can never be challenged, and he keeps quiet. He can create any kind of press conference just to come and address an issue that he thinks that some people have spoken or they have attacked him on, and he creates a funny story to find a platform for him to come and challenge and those people or defend himself. So it is very, very exciting. Of course, we are hearing that all these things that he's doing, he is also just playing some tricks, because he is also campaigning already for that position of Emmerson Mnangagwa. So we don't know how much Mnangagwa agrees to this or knows that Chris Mutsvangwa is busy campaigning for himself. If indeed this becomes true, then it means there is quite a lot of drama that we are going to see in ZANU-PF, where some people that are on the political side will be trying to block those that are coming from the military, like people like General Chiwenga and the like. But I was looking at one survey that was done in, I think it was a ZANU-PF survey, and they were showing the succession. It was about the succession issue, and quite a lot of provinces had voted for General Chiwenga or as the man who is supposed to be succeeding Emmerson Mnangagwa, while the other names were featuring, but they were not as prominent as General Chiwenga. And I saw that report. They were saying, well, let them continue to do what they have to do. ZANU-PF will have to move on, whether with Mnangagwa or not. But although Mnangagwa does not want to see ZANU-PF, having a different leader while he is still alive, but that is also becoming a big problem in Zimbabwe. We will see how far this thing is going to get to. The 2030 agenda of Mnangagwa is really becoming a very, very thorny issue, and it is going to expose a lot of people and a lot of other shenanigans that they've been doing. So this is what it is, family. We are just giving you updates of what is happening in the nation. Remain blessed, and always remember to subscribe, to like, and share. Till we meet again in the upcoming shows. You are blessed.